Angie Dickinson, once the object of affection for the 35th President of the United States, has recently made headlines with a heartfelt confession about her one true love. Known for her stunning beauty and captivating presence, Dickinson's life has been a tapestry of complex relationships that continue to intrigue the public. As she reflects on her past, she reveals the identity of the man who truly captured her heart. This revelation is not just a glimpse into her romantic life, but also a testament to the deep connections that have shaped her journey. Fans of Angie Dickinson will find this exploration of her love story particularly compelling, as it sheds light on the emotional depths behind the glamorous facade. The insights she shares offer a rare look into the heart of a woman who has lived a life filled with passion, heartache, and enduring love. The story promises to be both touching and revealing, making it a must-watch for anyone fascinated by the life of this Hollywood icon. One of the most significant aspects of Angie Dickinson's life is her association with the Rat Pack, a group of legendary entertainers including Frank Sinatra. She gained recognition as the Rat Pack gal pal, and had a 10-year affair with Frank Sinatra. Their relationship was both passionate and tumultuous, adding to her allure and mystique. Angie and Frank shared a connection that was marked by intense emotions and public scrutiny. Their romance was often the subject of media attention, which only heightened her celebrity status. Angie even played Sinatra's wife in the original Ocean's 11, which was a milestone in her career. This role not only showcased her talent, but also solidified her place in Hollywood history. Being part of the Rat Pack meant she mingled with some of the most famous figures of her time, adding to her charm and the stories surrounding her life. The combination of her acting skills and her personal life intertwined with such iconic figures made her an unforgettable personality in the entertainment world. Her charm and charisma extended beyond Hollywood, catching the attention of the 35th President of the United States, John F. Kennedy. Angie Dickinson's beauty and charisma made her a notable figure during this time, and she was linked romantically with JFK, further cementing her status as a Hollywood legend. The allure of Dickinson was not just in her stunning looks, but also in her talent and presence on screen. As she captivated audiences with her performances in films and television, her connection to Kennedy added an intriguing layer to her public persona. This relationship, whether confirmed or speculated, highlighted the intersection of politics and celebrity during a vibrant era in American history. Dickinson's name became synonymous with glamour and sophistication, and her rumored romance with JFK only enhanced her mystique. The combination of her Hollywood stardom and her association with one of the most charismatic presidents in U.S. history created a lasting legacy that continues to be remembered today. The allure of Angie Dickinson and her connection to John F. Kennedy remains a fascinating chapter in the narrative of American pop culture. In addition to her high-profile romances, Angie Dickinson's personal life was marked by her marriage to the renowned composer Burt Bacharach. Their union, which began in the early 1960s, brought together two creative talents, each with their own remarkable careers. However, the marriage faced its share of challenges. One of the most significant difficulties they encountered was the tragic struggle of their daughter, who was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome. This diagnosis brought a unique set of challenges and emotions for the family. It highlighted the ups and downs that many families face when dealing with such a condition, as they navigated the complexities of raising a child with special needs. Angie and Bert worked hard to provide support and understanding for their daughter, reflecting the love and commitment they had for her well-being. Their experiences as parents shaped their lives in ways that went beyond their public personas, revealing the deeper struggles that can exist behind the scenes of fame and success. The couple's journey through parenthood, marked by both joys and trials, offers a glimpse into the personal side of Angie Dickinson's life, showcasing the resilience and strength that families often need in the face of adversity. Angie Dickinson's career in the entertainment industry was marked by memorable moments, one of the most iconic being her role in the groundbreaking cop show Policewoman. Her portrayal of Sergeant Pepper Anderson in the series made her a trailblazer, as it was one of the first TV shows to feature a female police officer as the lead character. This role earned her critical acclaim and established her as a symbol of female empowerment in the world of television. The show, which premiered in the early 1970s, broke new ground by showcasing a strong, capable woman in a traditionally male-dominated field. Viewers were captivated by her character's intelligence, bravery, and dedication to her work. Angie Dickinson's performance resonated with audiences, reflecting the changing attitudes towards women in society. The series not only highlighted the challenges faced by women in law enforcement, but also inspired many to pursue careers in fields where they had previously been underrepresented. Her work on Policewoman remains a significant part of television history, paving the way for future female characters in law enforcement. The impact of her role can still be felt today, as it opened doors for more complex and diverse female characters on screen. Angie Dickinson's legacy as Sergeant Pepper Anderson continues to inspire and empower women, making her a true pioneer in the entertainment industry. Another standout moment in Angie Dickinson's career was her classic reverse striptease in the film Dressed to Kill. This iconic scene showcased her talent and confidence, leaving a lasting impression on audiences and solidifying her status as a leading actress in Hollywood. The film, directed by Brian De Palma, was released in 1980 and became notable not only for its thrilling plot, but also for Dickinson's remarkable performance. 14 years later, Angie Dickinson made a bold and unprecedented move by walking off the set of the television program This Is Your Life. The show's host, Ralph Edwards, had gathered a group of Dickinson's family, celebrity friends, and hometown acquaintances to surprise her. However, Angie was caught off guard. Edwards had lured her to the show under the pretense of a discussion with director Brian De Palma about Dressed to Kill. When she arrived, she found her sister Janet, her daughter Nikki, and even an old high school boyfriend waiting for her, which was not what she expected. This unexpected gathering left Edwards and the audience stranded and bewildered. Notably, even luminaries like Bob Hope had left a dinner with President Ford, and Colin Powell to be there, but had to return home. This incident was unprecedented in the history of the show, and remains a significant moment in Dickinson's life and career. When asked why she chose to refuse the honor and attention of the assembled crowd, Angie Dickinson explained that she felt it was more fitting for the event to be organized in reverse, so she could express her appreciation for the people who had played important roles in her life. This perspective highlights her deep sense of gratitude and her desire to honor those who supported her journey rather than bask in the spotlight herself. This refusal to conform to the expected norms of celebrity acclaim is just one of the many qualities that endeared Angie Dickinson to people like Los Angeles novelist and screenwriter Bruce Wagner. He expressed his admiration for her by praising her audacity and her resistance to the culture's expectations. Dickinson's choice reflects a refreshing authenticity that resonates with many, emphasizing the importance of relationships over accolades. Her actions serve as a reminder that true appreciation often lies in acknowledging those who have influenced us along the way, rather than seeking validation through public recognition. In 1989, she turned down a significant advance from a major publisher for her autobiography, sparking curiosity about what she might be reluctant to reveal. This decision left many wondering about the hidden aspects of her life. Over the years, various rumors have swirled around her, particularly regarding an alleged affair with President John F. Kennedy during his inaugural celebration. This speculation only heightened interest in her personal life. Additionally, her long, tumultuous love affair with Frank Sinatra, which lasted about 10 years, added another layer of intrigue. The ups and downs of their relationship were the subject of much gossip and fascination. Furthermore, the end of her marriage to songwriter Burt Bacharach also contributed to the mystery surrounding her. These rumors, and her choice to withhold her story, have led to questions about whether there are even more secrets she has kept hidden from the public eye. The combination of her storied career and these personal tales continues to captivate those who follow her life and work. Acknowledging her status as a leading lady in Hollywood, Angie Dickinson reflects on her career with a sense of humor and grace. Despite her impressive filmography, which includes over 89 films and television movies along with more than 100 TV appearances, she notes that she was rarely cast as the lead. This seasoned actress has been a part of the entertainment industry for many decades, and still receives scripts that ask her to perform nude scenes, even as she ages. With a playful tone, she quips, "Don't they know I'm an old lady?" At 76 years old, she continues to draw admiring glances, though she humbly admits she does not have the same youthful appearance she once did. Yet, her enduring charm remains intact. With champagne-colored hair, warm and flirty eyes, a sensual mouth, and a voice reminiscent of Peach Melba, she embodies the archetype of the glamorous, intelligent blonde. Her presence continues to resonate in Hollywood, showcasing the timeless allure and talent that have defined her career. In Don Siegel's 1964 film noir classic, The Killers, Angie Dickinson delivers a remarkable performance as Sheila Farr. She embodies a femme fatale with an allure that captivates not just the characters in the film, but also the audience. Her character seduces a race car driver played by John Cassavetes, drawing him into a web of deception that ultimately leads to his tragic end. Dickinson's portrayal of Sheila is both seductive and sympathetic, creating a complex character that keeps viewers engaged. When Sheila's true treachery is finally revealed, it leaves the audience in shock, showcasing Dickinson's ability to convey deep emotional layers. A particularly intense scene features Lee Marvin as a ruthless hitman who dangles Sheila by her ankles from a hotel window, highlighting the film's tension and danger. Furthermore, Dickinson faced a challenging moment when Ronald Reagan, in his last film role as a villain, slapped her. Reagan later expressed his discomfort in playing the antagonist and apologized to her, revealing his admiration for her talent. This blend of drama and intrigue makes Dickinson's role in The Killers unforgettable, as she masterfully navigates the complexities of her character and the dark themes of the film. Admiration from David Thompson highlights the significant impact Angie Dickinson has had on film history. Known for her charm and talent, she has garnered a special place in the hearts of many, including film historian David Thompson, who regards her as his favorite actress. Thompson describes her in a way that resonates with audiences, noting that she is someone you felt you could relate to, almost like a friend. Her performances have always been consistent and effective, showcasing her as a reliable talent in an industry that often demands versatility and depth. Despite her many achievements, Thompson reflects on a period when it seemed Angie could have reached even greater heights in her career. He acknowledges that, while she has left an indelible mark on cinema, there were moments when it appeared she could have taken on roles that might have further elevated her status. This sense of potential adds a layer of intrigue to her legacy, making her story not just one of success, but also of what might have been. Her ability to connect with audiences has made her a beloved figure, and her body of work continues to be celebrated. The admiration from Thompson serves as a reminder of the unique place she holds in film history, a testament to her enduring talent and the warmth she brings to her roles. While Angie Dickinson may not have won an Academy Award or achieved the same level of fame as Marilyn Monroe or Elizabeth Taylor, her impact on the film industry and her allure remain undeniable. Throughout her career, she captivated audiences with her charm and talent, becoming a beloved figure for many. Unlike Monroe, who often played the role of the quintessential blonde bombshell, or Taylor, known for her striking beauty and dramatic performances, Dickinson carved out her own unique niche. She became a secret crush for generations of male moviegoers, appealing to those who appreciated her distinct style and strong screen presence. Her performances in films and television series showcased her versatility and depth, earning her a dedicated fan base. The mere mention of her name can evoke a sense of nostalgia and admiration among those who have followed her career. Even without the accolades that some of her contemporaries received, Angie Dickinson's legacy continues to shine brightly in the hearts of her admirers, proving that true allure transcends awards and titles. Angie's timeless appeal isn't limited to old Hollywood, as contemporary and hip directors also admire her. Directors like Gus Van Sant cast her in Even Cowgirls Get the Blues, showcasing her ability to connect with a new generation of viewers. Her presence in this film highlighted how her charm and talent transcended the years, making her a relevant figure even in modern storytelling. Steven Soderbergh ensured she had a cameo in his remake of Ocean's 11, recognizing the star power she brought to the screen. This cameo was not just a nod to her legacy, but a testament to her enduring appeal in the film industry. Brian De Palma selected her for the role of the sensual adulterous wife in Dressed to Kill, because he knew she could immediately establish a sympathetic bond with the audience. Her established reputation as a beloved figure allowed her to resonate deeply with viewers, making her performance both impactful and memorable. This continued recognition from contemporary directors underscores the lasting influence Angie Dickinson has had on cinema. In Howard Hawks' 1959 Western film Rio Bravo, Angie Dickinson's character Feathers represents a pivotal moment in her acting career. As a flirtatious saloon girl, she brings a lively energy to the screen, particularly in her interactions with John Wayne's character, Sheriff John T. Chance. Unlike many female roles of the time, Feathers is not depicted as weak or passive. Instead, Dickinson's portrayal is marked by a strong, self-assured demeanor that stands out in the film. One of the most memorable moments occurs when she tells Wayne's character, "I'm hard to get, John T., you're going to have to say you want me." This line showcases her confidence and assertiveness, traits that resonate throughout her body of work. Dickinson's ability to embody a character who challenges traditional gender roles was groundbreaking and contributed to her lasting legacy in Hollywood. Her performance in Rio Bravo not only captivated audiences but also set a new standard for female characters in westerns, paving the way for future portrayals of strong women in film. Notably, Angie Dickinson's rise to fame in Hollywood was significantly influenced by the legendary director Howard Hawks. His keen eye for talent had previously led him to discover icons like Lauren Bacall, and he found a similar spark in Dickinson. The moment came when Hawks watched her perform in an episode of the popular television series Perry Mason, a recommendation from his stylish wife Slim Keith. When Hawks decided to cast Dickinson, Slim was taken aback by his choice. Hawks, however, simply replied, "That's what I wanted you to say," indicating his confidence in her potential. At the time, Dickinson was not entirely new to the film industry. She had already appeared in 7 films, showcasing her growing talent. One of her notable performances was in Sam Fuller's 1957 melodrama China Gate. In this film, she played the character Lucky Legs, a Eurasian woman whose marriage to Gene Barry's character faces turmoil after the birth of their Chinese baby. At just 25 years old, Angie Dickinson captivated audiences with her striking beauty and a level of confidence that was almost daring. Her journey marked the beginning of a remarkable career that would see her become a beloved figure in Hollywood. Growing up in the North Dakota prairie town of Culm, Angie Dickinson's early life was shaped by the unique environment and circumstances of her surroundings. Culm was a small town, predominantly settled by Germans, and later, her family moved to an even smaller place called Edgeley. During her childhood, the Great Depression cast a long shadow over her community. Angie often described her hometown as smaller than small, reflecting the tight-knit nature of life there. Her parents were newspaper publishers, running the Culm Messenger and the Edgeley Mail. This connection to journalism likely influenced her later career in the spotlight. Her father, Leo Henry Brown, was a tall and handsome man with a talent for writing and a distinctive sense of humor. He had dreams of playing the saxophone and becoming a veterinarian, but life took a different turn for him. He struggled with alcoholism, which created a challenging home environment for Angie and her family. While she loved her father deeply, she also resented the difficulties that his addiction brought into their lives. These experiences instilled in Angie a strong drive and determination to rise above her circumstances, ensuring that she would never find herself trapped in a similar situation. Her early life, marked by both affection for her family and the trials of her father's struggles, played a significant role in shaping the woman she would become. Growing up in a small North Dakota town during the Great Depression, Angie Dickinson faced significant challenges that shaped her early life. The economic hardship of that era had a lasting impact on her family. Her father's dreams of success often went unfulfilled, which created a sense of struggle within the household. This environment of unachieved aspirations and financial instability influenced Angie deeply. She witnessed how her father's disappointments were compounded by his struggles with alcoholism, which further strained family dynamics. These experiences instilled in her a strong determination to pursue a different path, one that would allow her to break free from the cycle of hardship and disappointment. The resilience she developed during these formative years fueled her ambition and drive to succeed in the entertainment industry. Angie's upbringing in such a challenging environment not only shaped her character, but also inspired her to strive for a life filled with opportunities and success, contrasting sharply with the limitations she observed in her early years. Growing up during the Great Depression, Angie Dickinson found comfort and inspiration in the movies that played in theaters. While many young girls admired the glamorous leading ladies of the time, such as Marlene Dietrich, Betty Grable, and Lana Turner, Angie felt a different connection. She was drawn to the male characters, whose roles seemed to offer more excitement and adventure. One particular film featuring Humphrey Bogart had a profound impact on her. In this movie, he portrayed a reporter, which sparked her initial dream of becoming a reporter herself. Later, she saw him as a parachutist, and her aspirations shifted to that thrilling profession. Another film, Keys to the Kingdom, showcased Gregory Peck as a priest. This film left a lasting impression on her, as she realized that female characters were often sidelined, lacking the same opportunities for action and adventure that men enjoyed. Although she yearned to embody the beauty of Dietrich, Grable, or Turner, her true desire was to engage in the daring pursuits that male characters experienced on screen, highlighting a yearning for more dynamic roles for women in cinema. After World War II, Angie's parents made a significant decision to move the family to California. This change marked a new chapter in their lives. Her mother found work as a proofreader for the Burbank Review, a role that highlighted her exceptional spelling skills. This job not only provided financial support for the family, but also reflected her dedication to precision and detail. Angie's mother was known for her keen eye, ensuring that every piece of writing was polished and error-free. In contrast, Angie's father struggled with job stability. His employment was often inconsistent, which added a layer of uncertainty to their family life. This dynamic created a unique environment for Angie as she grew up, witnessing the balance of her mother's steady work against her father's fluctuating career. The challenges they faced likely shaped Angie's perspective on hard work and resilience. As the family settled into their new life in California, these experiences would influence Angie's future endeavors in the entertainment industry, where she would eventually become a celebrated actress. After attending Glendale College, Angie Dickinson embarked on a new chapter in her life when she married Gene Dickinson in 1952. Gene was not just any man. He was a prominent football star, known for his striking good looks and a keen interest in electronics. Their marriage seemed promising at first, filled with the hopes and dreams typical of young couples. However, as time went on, the realities of life took their toll, and the couple faced challenges that ultimately led to their separation. By 1960, Angie and Gene's marriage came to an end in divorce. This significant change in her life pushed Angie to seek new opportunities outside of her marriage. She transitioned into the workforce, taking a job as a secretary at an airplane factory. This role marked a turning point for her, as it was a step towards independence and self-sufficiency. Angie's experience during this time would shape her future endeavors in both her personal and professional life. Angie's first brush with the entertainment industry came when she participated in a local preliminary for the Miss America contest. Competing in this event, she showcased her talent and charm, ultimately securing the second position. This notable achievement did not go unnoticed, as it caught the attention of a casting agent who recognized her potential. The experience of participating in the contest opened doors for Angie, allowing her to step into the world of acting. It was a pivotal moment that set the stage for her future career in Hollywood. As she navigated through various roles and opportunities, the skills and confidence she gained from the Miss America contest played a significant role in shaping her as an actress. This early recognition and the connections she made helped pave the way for her to become a prominent figure in the entertainment industry, where she would go on to leave a lasting legacy. During her early career, Angie Dickinson landed a role as one of 6 long-stemmed showgirls on The Jimmy Durante Show. This opportunity was significant for her as it marked her first step onto a professional stage, a place she had never seen before. While working on the show, she had the chance to meet the legendary Frank Sinatra, who was a guest star. This encounter was not just a fleeting moment. It left a lasting impression on her. The presence of icons like Sinatra and Durante opened her eyes to the vibrant world of entertainment. She felt a deep connection to this realm and realized that this was the path she wanted to pursue. The experience on The Jimmy Durante Show was pivotal, as it set the stage for her future as an actress. The excitement and energy of the show, combined with the talent surrounding her, ignited her passion for acting and propelled her toward a remarkable career in the entertainment industry. The impact of that initial experience resonated throughout her life, shaping her aspirations and guiding her journey in show business. Frank Sinatra played a pivotal role in Angie Dickinson's life, and she holds the belief that he was the most important man in her life due to the immense influence he had on her. When she had the opportunity to meet him in 1960, Dickinson portrayed Beatrice Ocean, the estranged wife of Sinatra's character Danny Ocean in the Las Vegas caper film, Ocean's 11. By that time, she had become the gal pal of the Rat Pack, a close-knit group of entertainers, and was the only woman allowed into their inner circle. She was known for her prowess at poker and her ability to spin a bawdy yarn that could keep up with the men. Reflecting on her role as B. Ocean, Angie acknowledges that it was a relatively small part. Too small for a star, but she considered herself fortunate to have secured it. In the film, she only had 2 scenes, both with Sinatra, but their chemistry on screen was palpable. Even today, when Angie watches the film, she's still enchanted by Sinatra's presence, exclaiming, "Look at that face." Her admiration for him endures. Their relationship was marked by a deep connection that spanned many years, characterized by a 10-year love affair that was both comforting and filled with desire. Angie Dickinson often reflects on her time with Frank Sinatra, describing it as a unique bond that allowed them to enjoy each other's company without the overwhelming need that often defines romantic relationships. She recalls how Sinatra would park his dual Gia car behind her house, creating a sense of intimacy that was both playful and discreet. The sight of garbage men loitering around his car in the mornings brings a husky laugh from Angie as she reminisces about those perfect moments they shared. She emphasizes that their relationship endured not because of an overpowering passion, but due to mutual respect and affection. They both desired each other, yet they were capable of living independently. This balance allowed their connection to flourish, illustrating that sometimes love is more about the joy of being together rather than a desperate need for one another. Their bond was a testament to the strength of their feelings, showing that love can thrive in a space of comfort and choice rather than necessity. During the 1960 Democratic Convention in Los Angeles, Angie Dickinson found herself deeply connected to the Kennedy family through her association with Frank Sinatra. Sinatra was instrumental in introducing her to this influential family. A memorable event took place at a large party hosted by Pat Kennedy, JFK's sister, and her husband Peter Lawford at their beachfront home in Santa Monica, just before the convention. The gathering included prominent figures such as future President Joe Kennedy, Bobby Kennedy, Eunice Kennedy, and of course, Sinatra himself. The atmosphere was electric, filled with excitement and enthusiasm for John F. Kennedy's campaign. Dickinson's presence at this event and her support for the campaign led to her receiving an invitation to the presidential inauguration. She felt that her role in the film Ocean's 11, where she portrayed Frank Sinatra's wife, helped her gain acceptance into the Kennedy circle. Sinatra even took the extra step of sending a pre-release copy of Ocean's 11 to the Kennedy compound in Hyannisport during the campaign, further solidifying her ties to the family and the political landscape of the time. The entire experience was thrilling for Dickinson as she navigated the glamorous yet politically charged world surrounding the Kennedy family. During the Kennedy campaign tour, Angie Dickinson and a group of supporters traveled across 7 states, engaging with voters and rallying support for John F. Kennedy's presidential bid. The tour was lively and filled with energy as they picked up notable athletes, including baseball legends Stan Musial and Ernie Banks, who added star power to their efforts. The group worked hard to connect with local communities, sharing Kennedy's vision and encouraging people to consider the change he represented. Despite their enthusiasm and dedication, none of the 7 states ultimately swung in Kennedy's favor during the election. However, Dickinson felt a sense of accomplishment, believing that their efforts had played a role in reducing the margin of defeat. The experience was not just about campaigning, it was about forming connections and advocating for a hopeful future. The journey allowed Dickinson to witness firsthand the power of grassroots movements and the importance of civic engagement. Reflecting on the inauguration, Angie Dickinson's memories are tinged with a sense of nostalgia and a hint of regret. She recalls the excitement that surrounded the event, a moment filled with promise and celebration. However, her experience was somewhat bittersweet as she found herself missing the inaugural parade. The reason for her absence was the lengthy process of getting ready for the ball that evening. In those days, preparing one's hair was a meticulous task, especially without the convenience of hot curlers that are so common today. Angie remembers spending precious time styling her hair, ensuring every curl was just right. As she worked on her look, she could hear the festivities outside, the sounds of celebration that she longed to join. The vibrant atmosphere of the parade contrasted sharply with her own experience, leading to a feeling of wistfulness. While she was excited for the ball, the memory of missing the parade lingers, reminding her of the balance between beauty preparation and participating in significant moments. The night before the inauguration was filled with excitement and glamour as Frank Sinatra hosted a lavish gala at the National Guard Armory. This star-studded event brought together some of the biggest names in entertainment, including the legendary Jimmy Durante, the graceful Gene Kelly, the charming Shirley MacLaine, and the iconic Ella Fitzgerald. Each star added their unique flair to the evening, creating an atmosphere of celebration and anticipation for the upcoming presidential inauguration. The gala was not just about the performances, it was a gathering of friends and influential figures, all coming together to honor the president-elect. As the night wore on, the festivities continued, but the president-elect had other plans. He attended a late-night dinner hosted by his father, Joseph P. Kennedy, at Paul Young's restaurant. This intimate gathering provided a quieter space for reflection and family bonding amidst the bustling celebrations. The contrast between the lively gala and the cozy dinner highlighted the mix of public excitement and private moments that often accompany significant political events. The blend of entertainment and family ties created a memorable backdrop for the inauguration that was soon to follow. One notable evening involved Angie Dickinson and Paul Red Fay Jr., who was a friend of President John F. Kennedy. Fay served alongside Kennedy during World War II, and later became the Undersecretary of the Navy. This particular dinner, which was arranged by Ethel Kennedy, set the stage for a memorable night. Fay's memoir, titled The Pleasure of His Company, recounts this evening, revealing that he was assigned to escort Dickinson on a date. The details shared in the book sparked rumors about a possible affair between Angie and JFK, which captured public attention and speculation. Despite the intrigue surrounding these rumors, Angie Dickinson has expressed her discomfort regarding the revelations in Fay's memoir. She feels that the content was too personal, and has shown her displeasure when the subject is brought up. The lingering whispers of an affair have overshadowed her feelings about that night, leading her to wish that such private moments had remained undisclosed. The combination of her talent as an actress and the rumors surrounding her personal life creates a complex image, one that she seems to grapple with even today. The rumor of an affair with JFK has lingered around Angie Dickinson for many years, becoming an enduring source of annoyance for her. Despite the speculation that often surrounded her, she has been clear about her stance on the matter. Dickinson has emphasized that she never intended to allow the details of her supposed relationship with the president to be made public. This desire for privacy led her to withdraw a manuscript she had worked on, which contained over 100 pages detailing the alleged affair. The decision to pull back from sharing the manuscript reflects her commitment to maintaining her personal boundaries and protecting her reputation. Even though the whispers of a romantic connection with JFK have persisted, Dickinson has consistently stated that she did not want to be part of that narrative. Her choice to keep the manuscript private demonstrates her desire to control her own story and not let rumors define her legacy in Hollywood. It is clear that Angie Dickinson has come to terms with the rumors surrounding her past, particularly those involving the Kennedys. She expresses a sense of resignation, understanding that no matter how firmly she denies the alleged affair, some people may choose not to believe her. This realization does not seem to trouble her deeply. Instead, she emphasizes the need for a more mature perspective regarding the Kennedys and their legacy. Angie believes that the focus should shift away from personal scandals and instead highlight what the country lost during that tumultuous time. She urges people to look beyond the gossip and recognize the larger implications of the era, suggesting that the loss of potential and promise should be at the forefront of discussions about that period in American history. By advocating for this shift in focus, Angie hopes to encourage a more thoughtful and respectful dialogue about the past, one that honors the complexities of history rather than reducing it to mere rumors and sensational stories. During the making of the film The Killers, a significant event unfolded that would change the course of American history: the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. This tragic moment happened while Angie Dickinson was working alongside Ronald Reagan, who would later become the president himself. Amidst the turmoil of that time, Angie Dickinson gained attention not only for her acting but also for her personal conduct. David Thompson has praised her for maintaining a dignified silence regarding the rumored affair she had with Kennedy. While many in Hollywood might have sought to capitalize on such rumors, Dickinson chose not to discuss or exploit her connection to the late president. This decision showed a deep respect for the office of the presidency and the legacy of Kennedy. By refraining from public commentary, she preserved the dignity of the position and avoided sensationalism that could have overshadowed the tragedy of the event. Her choice reflects a commendable integrity that stands out in an industry often marked by gossip and scandal. Frank Sinatra often spoke highly of Angie Dickinson, referring to her as a lady who's a gentleman. He admired her ability to maintain discretion and grace, especially when faced with ongoing speculation about her rumored relationship with President John F. Kennedy. This respect for her character was evident in how she navigated the complexities of fame and personal life. Throughout the late 1990s, Angie Dickinson became a vocal supporter of President Bill Clinton during his impeachment process related to the Monica Lewinsky scandal. She openly defended him, describing the impeachment as a terrible ordeal that overshadowed his accomplishments. Dickinson expressed the belief that Clinton had achieved significant progress for the country, and when his critics failed to find legitimate faults in his presidency, they turned to his personal life and relationships. This focus on the Lewinsky affair in her view, was an unfair attack on a leader who had made notable contributions. Her support for Clinton highlighted her belief in the importance of separating personal matters from public service. At a Democratic fundraiser hosted by Lew Wasserman, Angie Dickinson had the chance to meet President Clinton. Standing next to actress Suzanne Pleshette in the receiving line, Angie felt a wave of nerves wash over her. As Clinton drew closer, she turned to Suzanne and exclaimed, "My God, I'm beginning to sweat." The moment felt surreal. Clinton appeared larger than life, his charisma and good looks making a lasting impression on her. When they finally came face to face, Clinton greeted her with a warm, "at last," hinting at his awareness of her long-standing ties to the Kennedys and her dedication to Democratic causes. Angie had a reputation for her strong political beliefs, famously stating, "I have never knowingly dated a Republican." This encounter not only highlighted her political affiliations, but also captured a moment where Hollywood and politics intertwined, leaving Angie with a memory she would cherish for years to come. In the 1960s, Angie Dickinson took on significant roles in various films, yet the star-making role she longed for eluded her. Her parts, while good, often didn't provide her with ample screen time. After her role in The Killers, she accepted a small part as the sheriff's wife in Arthur Penn's 1966 film The Chase. What drew her to this project was the opportunity to work alongside Marlon Brando, an acting legend known for his intense performances and dedication to his craft. The film featured an ensemble cast that included notable actors such as James Fox, Robert Duvall, E.G. Marshall, Jane Fonda, and an out-of-place Robert Redford. Each actor seemed to be performing in their own movie, which created a unique dynamic on set. However, amidst the varied performances, only Brando and Dickinson managed to deliver genuine and confident portrayals. Their chemistry and commitment stood out, allowing Dickinson to shine even in a smaller role. This experience highlighted her talent and determination to make a mark in an industry that often overlooked her potential. Working with Marlon Brando was an experience that Angie Dickinson would never forget. She described the set as a place filled with complex dynamics, where the director, the screenwriter, and Brando himself often had differing visions for the film. This led to a somewhat chaotic atmosphere, where creative tensions could be felt. Despite these challenges, Dickinson found herself in awe of Brando. His talent was undeniable, and he had a unique way of making her feel included in the process. Brando did not ad-lib just to show off his cleverness. Rather, he aimed to enhance the scenes and make Dickinson feel comfortable. She admired how he could act as if there were no cameras around, displaying a mastery that radiated both greatness and a relaxed ease. This comfort extended to their interactions. They would often sit together in his trailer, engaging in conversations that allowed her to feel less intimidated. Brando had a playful side, teasing her in a way that was meant to ease her nerves and help her perform better. However, Dickinson also noticed that he had a penchant for making people squirm off camera, revealing a more mischievous aspect of his personality. This blend of admiration and the challenges of working with such a complex figure made her experience unforgettable. In 1967, Angie Dickinson took on a significant role in the noir film Point Blank, directed by John Boorman. This film featured her alongside the iconic Lee Marvin, who had previously gained notoriety for his role as a relentless hitman in The Killers. Point Blank tells a gripping story of betrayal, focusing on a man who is double-crossed by the mob and becomes obsessed with recovering a stolen fortune. Dickinson's character plays a pivotal role in the narrative and is involved in a steamy sex scene with the film's villain, portrayed by John Vernon. However, one of the most memorable moments in the film occurs when Dickinson's character confronts Marvin's character. In a powerful scene, she pummels Marvin's chest with her fists, pushing the boundaries of what the audience expected. Her relentless attack continues until she collapses to the floor, showcasing her character's emotional intensity. The scene escalates further when she grabs a pool cue and strikes Marvin, opening a gash on his face, which adds to the film's raw and gritty atmosphere. This combination of passion and violence highlights Dickinson's impressive range as an actress and cements her role in this classic film. John Boorman, the director of Point Blank, shared a vivid memory of Angie Dickinson's approach to a particular scene. She entered the moment with a burst of enthusiasm that seemed almost personal. This energy was perhaps a form of payback toward Lee Marvin, stemming from an uncomfortable incident on the set of The Killers, where he had held her upside down out of a window. Their relationship during that time was not friendly, and Dickinson felt a mix of unease and apprehension about the menacing character Marvin was portraying. Despite this initial discomfort, Dickinson poured herself into the scene with remarkable commitment. Her intensity was so strong that it left Marvin with bruises the next day, a testament to her dedication to her craft. Borman noted that, despite the tension, Dickinson eventually came to develop a certain affection for Marvin. This evolution in their dynamic added layers to their performances, making the film even more compelling. The complexity of their relationship, and Dickinson's fierce dedication to her role, highlighted the unique challenges and triumphs that actors face in their careers. Borman also praised his photography of Angie Dickinson in the film, particularly noting that she was among the first to wear a miniskirt in America. This fashion choice made a significant impact during the time, as it represented a shift in women's fashion and social norms. Dickinson's confidence and style were highlighted by her stunning legs, which were a key feature in her appeal as an actress. Her legs were so admired that she received the Golden Garter Award for Hollywood's Greatest Gams in 1962. This accolade showcased her status as a beauty icon in the film industry. Furthermore, in 1981, she was voted the actress with the most beautiful legs in Hollywood by the Lehigh County Podiatry Association. This recognition further solidified her legacy as a prominent figure in Hollywood, not just for her acting talent, but also for her stunning looks and fashion sense. Her influence on style and beauty standards during her career remains noteworthy, showcasing how she embraced her femininity and became an inspiration for many. After her roles in The Killers and Point Blank, there was a period where the significant roles Angie Dickinson had hoped for did not come her way. The reasons for this are unclear, and it remains a matter of luck and opportunity in the entertainment industry. Bruce Wagner suggests that, while Dickinson is an iconic figure, she might not have landed the roles that could have catapulted her to greater stardom. Instead, roles in prominent films went to younger actresses like Jane Fonda, Mia Farrow, Julie Christie, and Faye Dunaway, who secured parts in movies like Clute, Rosemary's Baby, Dr. Zhivago, and Bonnie and Clyde. This shift in casting priorities illustrates how quickly the landscape of Hollywood can change. Young talent often captures the spotlight, leaving seasoned actresses like Dickinson on the sidelines. Despite her undeniable talent and charm, the competition proved fierce, and the opportunities that could have defined her career slipped away. The entertainment industry often favors the new and fresh, making it challenging for established stars to maintain their prominence. This reality highlights the unpredictable nature of fame and success in Hollywood. At a certain point in her career, Angie Dickinson found herself at a crossroads, considering a significant move to Paris. By this time, her performances in films like The Killers and Point Blank had already established her as a star in Hollywood. The allure of Paris, a city renowned for its rich culture and artistic vibe, was tempting. Angie began to study French, immersing herself in the language, perhaps dreaming of new roles and opportunities that could await her across the Atlantic. The idea of living in a city filled with art, fashion, and history was undoubtedly appealing. However, as she weighed her options, she ultimately decided to stay in Los Angeles. The city had become her home, and her career was thriving there. The decision to remain in familiar surroundings allowed her to continue pursuing her passion for acting, while also enjoying the comforts of her established life. In 1964, Angie Dickinson found herself at a crossroads in her career. After a series of successful roles, her star power had begun to wane. During this time, she crossed paths with Burt Bacharach, a renowned composer and songwriter whose career was on an upward trajectory. Their connection blossomed, and they quickly became romantically involved. The pairing of a talented actress and a celebrated musician drew attention, as both were prominent figures in their respective fields. As their relationship deepened, they decided to take a significant step together. On May 15, 1965, they exchanged vows at the Silver Bell Wedding Chapel in Las Vegas, a venue known for its charm and allure. The intimate ceremony was graced by notable guests, including David Nelson, the older brother of Ricky Nelson, and Charles K. Feldman, a well-known Hollywood producer and agent. Their union symbolized a blend of artistic passion and personal commitment, marking an important chapter in both of their lives. Shortly after their wedding, Burt Bacharach received a significant opportunity to score his first film, What's New, Pussycat? This marked the beginning of a remarkable journey in his musical career. The film's title song, performed by the legendary Tom Jones, quickly became a massive hit, capturing the attention of audiences everywhere. During this vibrant period, Bacharach's talent shone through as he composed a string of successful songs for various artists, most notably Dionne Warwick. Warwick's interpretations of Bacharach's work, including the unforgettable hits Walk On By and Do You Know the Way to San Jose, solidified her status as a leading artist of the time. Bacharach's collaborations extended beyond Warwick, showcasing his versatility as a composer. He created memorable tracks like Dusty Springfield's The Look of Love and Jackie DeShannon's What the World Needs Now. These songs not only topped the charts, but also became timeless classics that resonate with listeners to this day. Their partnership reached a pinnacle of success when they won an Academy Award for Best Original Song in 1970 for Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. This iconic song was featured in the film Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, further cementing Bacharach's legacy in the music industry. The synergy between Bacharach and the artists he worked with not only produced chart-topping hits, but also shaped the sound of an era, leaving an indelible mark on popular music. The combination of Bacharach's unique melodies and heartfelt lyrics created a lasting impact that continues to influence musicians and songwriters today. During this time, Angie Dickinson and Burt Bacharach became one of Hollywood's most glamorous couples. Their presence together was captivating, with Angie's striking pale blonde hair contrasting beautifully with Burt's charm and his impressive string of gold records. They were a couple that turned heads wherever they went, embodying the essence of Hollywood glamour. Their relationship was marked by a unique blend of talent and charisma that made them stand out in an era filled with iconic figures. Bruce Wagner recalls that they were one of the hottest couples in Hollywood during that time, often seen at high-profile events and parties, drawing attention from both fans and the media. Their partnership was not just about romance. It was a powerful collaboration that showcased their individual talents. Angie's acting career flourished alongside Burt's musical genius, creating a dynamic that was both intriguing and aspirational. Their allure and connection resonated with audiences, making them a defining couple of their generation, leaving a lasting impression on Hollywood history. Noticing a shift in the power dynamics within their relationship, Angie Dickinson found herself reflecting on the changes that occurred during significant moments in their lives. On the night of the Academy Awards, the atmosphere was electric, as the song Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head was celebrated. The audience erupted in enthusiastic applause, recognizing the talent of its composer, Burt Bacharach. As the crowd cheered, photographers rushed to capture the moment, swarming around Bacharach with a fervor that was almost overwhelming. In the chaos, Dickinson felt nearly knocked over by the sheer energy and excitement directed toward him. This moment highlighted a transformation in their relationship, where the attention and admiration that once felt shared now seemed to tilt heavily in Bacharach's favor. Dickinson's feelings of pride were mixed with a sense of being overshadowed, as the spotlight shone brightly on him, leaving her to grapple with her own identity in the context of their partnership. The night served as a vivid reminder of how the dynamics of fame and recognition can shift, leaving individuals to navigate their roles in the face of public adoration. As she processed this experience, Dickinson understood that relationships often evolve, influenced by external factors like success and recognition. The balance of power can change, and it is essential to acknowledge these shifts, even when they bring complex emotions to the forefront. In that moment, surrounded by the glamour of Hollywood, Dickinson realized that the journey they shared was as much about understanding these dynamics as it was about celebrating their individual achievements. In 1966, Angie Dickinson and Burt Bacharach welcomed their daughter Leah Nikki into the world. However, Nikki's arrival was anything but ordinary. She was born 3 months early, weighing just under 2 pounds. This unexpected early birth created a tense situation for both mother and child. The medical team at the hospital faced significant challenges as they worked to ensure Nikki's survival. The nurses, recognizing the precarious nature of her condition, decided to name her Nikki because they were uncertain if she would pull through. This act of naming her reflected their hope amidst the fear surrounding her fragile state. Angie and Burt endured a harrowing experience as the health of both mother and daughter hung in the balance. The journey was filled with anxiety, but they managed to navigate through this difficult time. Nikki's premature birth would lead to long-term health consequences, affecting her well-being as she grew up. The struggles they faced during those early days would leave a lasting impact on their family dynamic, shaping their lives in ways they could not have anticipated. Despite the challenges of her personal life, Angie Dickinson continued to work in the film industry, taking on small roles in westerns like Sam Whiskey, alongside Burt Reynolds, and Young Billy Young, featuring Robert Mitchum. These roles kept her in the public eye and showcased her talent, even as she navigated through difficult times. In 1974, she appeared in the light-hearted Roger Corman film Big Bad Mama, which she describes as a Bonnie and Clyde ripoff. This film allowed her to explore a different side of her acting abilities. Co-starring with Tom Skerritt and William Shatner, the film included a number of incredibly sexy love scenes with her leading men. Her performance was notable, especially considering her nudity at the age of 43, which was highly praised by audiences and critics alike. This bold move in her career demonstrated her confidence and willingness to take risks, further solidifying her status as a talented actress in Hollywood. The film's mix of humor and romance allowed Dickinson to shine, proving that she could still captivate audiences even as she faced personal struggles. The roles she chose during this period reflected her resilience and determination to remain relevant in a changing industry. Their marriage lasted for 15 years, but it was not without its difficulties. One of the significant challenges in Angie Dickinson's marriage to Burt Bacharach was the premature birth of their daughter, Nikki. This event brought about a wave of stress and concern that impacted their relationship. Angie later reflected on her feelings of being overprotective of Nikki, which she believed took a toll on her marriage. The intense focus on their child's well-being may have shifted attention away from their own relationship, causing emotional distance. Angie candidly admitted that looking back, they never should have married. Instead of building a solid partnership, they might have been better off maintaining a romantic and loving connection without the pressures of marriage. This realization underscores the complexities of their relationship, where love and challenges intertwined, ultimately leading to a reevaluation of their commitment to each other. When Angie Dickinson was offered a role in a new television cop show titled Policewoman, she found herself at a crossroads in her career. Seeking advice, she turned to her husband, Burt Bacharach, who encouraged her to accept the role. This decision would prove to be transformative. Policewoman became a massive hit, making history as one of the first successful crime dramas on television to feature a female lead. The show resonated with audiences and showcased Dickinson's talent in a way that few roles had before. However, the success of Policewoman came with its own set of challenges. As the show gained popularity, it began to take a toll on her marriage to Bacharach. The demands of her career and the long hours required for filming created a strain that neither of them had anticipated. Dickinson's commitment to her role as a tough, capable police officer contrasted sharply with the personal sacrifices she had to make at home. This duality of success and personal struggle marked a significant chapter in her life. After the failure of the film Lost Horizon in 1973, Burt Bacharach faced significant challenges in his career. The movie, for which he composed the music, did not resonate with audiences, leading to a downturn in his professional life. Meanwhile, Angie Dickinson's career was on the rise, especially with her role in the popular television series Policewoman. The demanding schedule of the show required her to work long hours, often spending 12 hours a day on location, 6 days a week. This intense commitment to her work added strain to their relationship, as Bacharach struggled with her frequent absences. His discomfort was compounded by his desire for a more social lifestyle, particularly as he was used to the vibrant nightlife of New York City. The contrast between their professional lives created a growing distance between them, illustrating how the pressures of their respective careers impacted their marriage. When Angie Dickinson was working on the television series Policewoman, she faced disappointment when Burt Bacharach, a renowned composer, declined to create the theme music for the show. His reasoning was that he did not foresee the series becoming a hit. This decision left Dickinson feeling let down, as she had hoped for his musical touch to elevate the project. However, despite his refusal to compose for Policewoman, Bacharach did create a special piece titled Nikki's Theme. This composition was dedicated to their daughter, and was featured in an ABC Movie of the Week. The heartfelt nature of Nikki's theme reflects the personal connection Bacharach had with his family, showcasing his talent in a different context. While Policewoman went on to become a significant success, the bond captured in Nikki's theme remains a cherished part of Dickinson and Bacharach's legacy as parents and artists. The contrast between the disappointment of the show's theme and the warmth of Nikki's theme highlights the complexities of their creative relationship. Angie Dickinson has always been fiercely protective of her time and privacy. This strong desire for privacy has been shaped by her life experiences, particularly the profound heartbreak stemming from the tragic suicide of her daughter, Nikki Bacharach, which occurred on January 4, 2007. The loss of Nikki was a devastating blow to Angie, who had always cherished her role as a mother. This tragedy led her to retreat further from the public eye, choosing to focus on her personal life rather than her career in Hollywood. Angie has often emphasized the importance of family and the deep emotional scars that come from such a loss. She has navigated her grief with grace, but it has also made her more cautious about sharing her life with the media. In interviews, she has expressed her need for solitude and reflection, wanting to honor her daughter's memory in a way that feels right for her. This protective instinct has defined how she interacts with the world, prioritizing her emotional well-being above the demands of fame. At 40 years old, Nikki was known to have Asperger's syndrome, a neurobiological disorder that presents several unique challenges and characteristics. Although Dr. Hans Asperger first described this condition in 1944, it did not gain significant attention until the mid-1990s. Individuals with Asperger's often display normal or even high intelligence, yet they struggle with social skills. This difficulty arises from their challenges in interpreting nonverbal cues, which can lead to misunderstandings in social situations. Nikki experienced literal-mindedness, making it hard for her to grasp figurative language or sarcasm, which can further complicate interactions with others. Resistance to changes in routine is another hallmark of Asperger's, and this can lead to anxiety when faced with unexpected events. Nikki's intense focus on specific interests often captivated her, allowing her to dive deeply into her passions, but it could also isolate her from those who did not share the same enthusiasm. Additionally, extreme sensitivity to noise posed a significant challenge for Nikki, as everyday sounds could become overwhelming, affecting her comfort and ability to function in various environments. Understanding these aspects of her life sheds light on the complexities faced by individuals with Asperger's syndrome and highlights the importance of empathy and support for those navigating similar experiences. Living in Los Angeles brought Angie Dickinson a unique set of challenges, particularly due to the constant sound of helicopters flying overhead. This noise became a source of distress for her and her family, especially for her daughter, Nikki. The low hum and sudden roars of helicopters disrupted their daily lives, making it difficult to find peace in their home. In an effort to help Nikki cope with the overwhelming noise, Angie explored various strategies. They often played music to drown out the sounds from above, turning up the volume whenever helicopters passed by. This became a routine, as they sought to create a more soothing environment amidst the chaos of urban life. However, the persistent disturbances led Angie to consider more drastic measures. She even thought about selling her beautiful home in Coldwater Canyon, hoping to find a quieter place where they could enjoy tranquility and comfort away from the relentless noise. The quest for peace in a bustling city became a significant concern for Angie and her family, highlighting the impact of noise sensitivity on their lives. Many experts consider Asperger's to be a high-functioning form of autism. Individuals with Asperger's often have unique strengths and abilities, allowing them to lead successful lives. However, they can also face specific challenges that make their experiences different from those of others. For instance, Nikki encountered additional hurdles due to her diminishing eyesight, which was a result of her premature birth. This condition added another layer of complexity to her daily life. While she had the potential to excel in various areas, the combination of Asperger's and vision impairment made some tasks more difficult. Navigating social situations and communicating effectively can be tough for individuals with Asperger's, and Nikki's eyesight issues may have further complicated these interactions. Despite these challenges, many individuals like Nikki continue to strive for their goals and find ways to adapt to their circumstances. Their resilience often leads them to discover new paths and opportunities that showcase their talents and determination. Nikki's most traumatic experience occurred when she was just 14 years old, a time when her Asperger's syndrome had not yet been diagnosed. This period in her life was marked by a hospitalization that was neither recommended nor beneficial for her condition. Instead of providing the help she needed, the experience deepened her struggles. Nikki felt a strong sense of betrayal towards her father, Burt Bacharach, whom she held responsible for her 10 years of institutionalization. Angie Dickinson, Nikki's mother, highlighted the tension in their relationship. Burt found Nikki's condition overwhelming and believed that separating her from her mother's nurturing approach was the solution. He did not fully understand that Nikki was dealing with a genuine medical issue that required compassion and support, not isolation. This lack of understanding only added to Nikki's challenges, making her time in the hospital a painful chapter that intensified her difficulties rather than alleviating them. Angie acknowledges that Bert later regretted his decision, expressing, "I'm terribly sorry. Had I known, I never would have done that." Despite his remorse, the damage was done, and Nikki found it difficult to forgive her father. This struggle to move past emotional wounds is often seen in individuals with Asperger's syndrome. Nikki's inflexibility and her inability to let go of resentment were clear indicators of her condition. Bert made many attempts to reconnect with her, hoping to heal their relationship. However, Nikki's feelings ran deep, and she held on tightly to her emotions and ideas. This holding on is a common trait among those with Asperger's, making it challenging for them to forgive and forget. The conflict between Bert and Nikki created a rift that was not easily mended. As time passed, Nikki continued to grapple with her emotional scars, while Bert's regret lingered in the background, a painful reminder of the choices he made. Their story reflects the complexities of family dynamics, especially when mental health is involved. While reminiscing, Angie reflected on a special moment with Nikki when they were brainstorming book titles. Nikki suggested the poignant title, "I've Never Healed from Anything." This title resonated deeply, capturing the lasting impact of the syndrome they were discussing. Nikki, who had her own apartment in Los Angeles, often spent significant time living with her mother. Their relationship was filled with moments of joy and bonding, such as skinny dipping in their pool, which brought them closer together. They also enjoyed cozy nights watching DVDs at home, sharing laughter and stories. Attending screenings at the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences was another favorite activity, where they immersed themselves in the world of cinema. Just like her mother, Nikki had a passion for movies and a profound appreciation for Angie Dickinson's career. She often recited lines from her favorite film, Big Bad Mama, showcasing her admiration and connection to her mother's legacy in the film industry.